A solemn salute to fallen first responders. Good evening. This is CTV News. I'm Byron Scott. We'll have that story in a moment. But first, tonight, a developing story out of Anne Arundel County. Multiple people have been shot in Annapolis. It happened at around 2:40 this afternoon on the 2000 block of Somerville Road near a shopping center about 4 miles from the State House. There are reports that the shooting happened at a bait and tackle store. There are unconfirmed reports that 3 people are dead and that the shooting stemmed from a domestic dispute. And the 30th annual Fallen Heroes Observance was held today in Timonium. The event at Delaney Valley Memorial Gardens was held in honor of the first responders and corrections officers who died in the line of duty. The ceremony included a procession of honor with guard units across the state of Maryland. Assistant Attorney General Stuart Nathan was the keynote speaker.
We have come together on this sacred day to honor those heroes who have succumbed to violence, fires, medical emergencies, COVID, and for the first time, the scourge of occupational cancer, which has taken the lives of far too many firefighters and first responders. As we reflect on the meaning of this day, these words come to mind: respect, honor, remember.
15 fallen heroes were honored this year, including Beltsville volunteer Deputy Fire Chief Charles Trey Kelso III, who died last September. And Prince George's County Police gathered yesterday at FOP Lodge 89 to honor the fallen heroes of their department. Over the years, 30 men and women from the department have died in the line of duty.
Those who gave and paid the ultimate sacrifice to achieve something, to be heroes, to live forever, to be remembered forever. What they contributed to the fabric of this live and vibrant democracy in action can never be forgotten.
Officers lit 30 candles and placed 30 wreaths to honor those who died. Well, the World Health Organization says that COVID-19 is no longer a global health emergency. WHO's leader announced today that COVID-19 is an established and ongoing health issue. This new distinction comes more than 3 years after the virus spread across the world, shutting down borders and taking the lives of millions around the world. CTV spoke to shoppers in Largo who still encourage mask wearing.
Still see people getting COVID in less fortunate communities than it is, those more affluent neighborhoods and communities. So I think we still should be social distance. I think we still should take it as serious as it was in the beginning.
I think that everybody still needs to be protective of one another and still continue to wear a mask.
I have a weak immune system, so I have to keep my mask on doctor's orders because although the COVID numbers are down, the COVID is still here.
And over the past few weeks, CTV producer Brianna Randall has followed the stories of returning citizens and the resources available to those looking to do better with their second chance. At the Prince George's County Returning Citizens Summit that was held last weekend, Randall spoke with Curtis Chambers, an ex-offender and advocate.
Having a communication gap ready for the returning citizens before they come home, 6 to 9 months before they come home, start the process while they're in. So when they come home, that transition won't be as hard. Because a lot of times people that come from being incarcerated, we deal with a lot of issues, anxiety being one of them, quick attitudes. And, we already believe that we're the underdogs. We already assume that you're against us, right? So we come into a society where we feel like people are loving and hugging on us, you get a good, productive person.
And to find a resource guide, head to the site on your screen and search the Returning Citizens Affairs Division. Well, Prince George's County Democrats picked their candidate to fill the seat vacated by Delegate Darrell Barnes. 38-year-old Kent Roberson was unanimously nominated by the county's Democratic Central Committee for the District 25 seat. Roberson was one of 4 candidates interviewed for the job. He spoke with CTV today about his top priorities.
Transportation is the big priority for me. I want to ensure, especially for me who lives in the southern part of Prince George's County, finding ways that we can get in and out of the county safely, securely, ensuring that we don't have the backup and logjams that we continue to face. So preparing for the future to ensure that individuals who are trying to get home, get to work, and get to school are actually there in the quickest means possible.
The nomination will be sent to Governor Moore, who has 15 days to sign off on that appointment. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Byron Scott. Still ahead, College Park voters will head to the polls this weekend. We'll have details coming up. Plus, TurboTax customers, listen up. You may soon receive a check in the mail thanks to a legal settlement. We'll explain right after the break. Stay tuned.
Man, it's lonely. Like, going through life lonely.
There is the therapeutic aspect of music, just expressing how you feel. I'm going to talk to Howie about his feelings, making it into a song.
Welcome back. If you used TurboTax between 2016 and 2018, you may get a check in the mail. Consumers who were misled into paying for the tax services by the tax company's owner, Intuit, will begin receiving checks as part of a multi-state settlement. Maryland will get more than $2 million for nearly 72,000 Maryland customers who were unfairly charged.
What the states alleged was that Intuit's TurboTax program, people would start on the free file program, and then they would be asked to upgrade to a paid program when it was not necessary for them to upgrade in order to file for free. Most people who have very simple returns can file for free through the IRS free file program.
And if you're eligible, you should get an email from Rust Consulting starting next week. If you're receiving any email asking for personal information, including your social security number, it's a scam. Checks will be mailed automatically throughout May. For more information, log on to agturbotaxsettlement.com. And the city of College Park will be holding a special election tomorrow for a new mayor. This follows early voting which took place earlier this week. The votes will determine who will lead the city until a regular election is held in November. Tomorrow's election will be held in the City Hall from 10 to 6 p.m. in the community room on the first floor. The swearing in of the new mayor takes place May 16. The special election was scheduled after former mayor Patrick Woyan was arrested on child pornography charges. And we now know the name of the man who was killed in Hyattsville in an apartment earlier this week. The victim has been identified as 56-year-old Roger Neal. He was discovered after a fire broke out at an apartment complex on the 6100 block of 42nd Avenue on Wednesday. Officials say Neal, a tenant, was shot inside his home. Anyone with information on the incident is asked to contact police. That phone number 301-516-2512. And a Prince George's Middle School student faces multiple weapons charges after bringing a loaded gun to school. It happened yesterday at Golson Middle School in Landover. According to police, a teacher, saw the student with a weapon in the classroom. Administrators were alerted and the gun was confiscated by security. The 14-year-old has been charged with a handgun possession by a minor, having a dangerous weapon on school property, and other charges. Well, tomorrow is Sound the Alarm Day in Seat Pleasant. The American Red Cross and the Prince George's County Fire Department are partnering for the event. Crews will be going door to door checking smoke detectors. Sound the Alarm begins at 10 a.m. and goes until 3 in the afternoon. Also, even if you are not in the area covered by tomorrow's event, the fire department will provide free smoke detectors. Just call 301-583-2200. Those homes without working detectors will get a new one installed free of charge. And now your Friday Sports Page report with Simon Buggs.
Hey everyone, it's time for your Friday Sports Page. We'll start with the NHL. The Capitals continue to make offseason moves as they are now looking for a new head coach. The Caps are planning to interview Jeff Halpern for the position. Halpern has a connection with the Caps as he played for them twice. Halpern is also the first DMV player in franchise history as he hails from Potomac, Maryland. Halpern is currently an assistant with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Moving on to the world of lacrosse, the Terps men's lacrosse team defeated Johns Hopkins yesterday 14-9. And with this victory, the Terps have advanced to the Big Ten championship game. Not only did the Terps have it going on the offensive end, but they also won the ground battle as well. The Terps scooped up 27 ground balls to the Blue Jays 20. The Terps will match up against Michigan in the big game tomorrow at 5:30. Switching to the women's lacrosse team, they also came away with a win, taking down Rutgers 15-9. The Lady Terps held the Lady Scarlet Knights to 0 goals in the first period, and after that, they were unable to get back in the game. The Lady Terps also advanced to the Big Ten Championship game with this win. They will take the field against Northwestern tomorrow as well at 8 o'clock. And that is your Friday Sports Page. Simon Buggs, CTV Sports.
And today is May 5th, also known as Cinco de Mayo, which celebrates the anniversary of Mexico's victory over the French Empire at the Battle of Puebla in 1862. To celebrate, CTV's Gina Barty is in the kitchen making a signature Cinco de Mayo drink.
That's right, Byron. It is May 5th, so that means that it is Cinco de Mayo. And joining me upstairs in the CTV kitchen is Danielle Edwards from Beyond Happy Hour.
Hi.
Thanks so much for being here with us. It is a day of celebration, most definitely.
It is.
And we all know that with Cinco de Mayo comes libations.
Absolutely.
So what are we making? What's a good drink to serve for Cinco de Mayo?
Well, we all know Cinco de Mayo is the 5th of May, which is tomorrow. Well, actually, no, it's today.
It's today.
It's today.
Yes.
Happy Cinco de Mayo
Yes,
to you.
yes.
So normally when we think about Cinco de Mayo, we think about cervezas, which are beers.
Yes.
And we think about tequila or margaritas.
Right.
So today we're going to do a twist on a classic margarita.
Okay.
We're going to do a spicy mango margarita with a tahini rim.
Okay.
Okay.
A spicy mango margarita.
A spicy mango margarita.
With a tahini
With
rim?
tahini, yes.
Tell me what tahini is.
Tahini is a chili lime salt.
Okay.
It goes really good on fruit. You'll like it.
Okay,
It's
let's
gonna
get
pair
mixing.
very well with that mango mix, okay?
Terrific,
Are we
terrific.
ready?
Okay, we're ready.
All right, so first I'm gonna take my shaker.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put some ice in there. Nice little scoop and a half, okay? Next thing I'm going to use is some Patron.
Oh, we love
Okay?
Patron.
We love Patron,
Yeah,
right?
most definitely.
And so I'm going to measure out about 2.5 ounces. So I'm going to use a shot glass.
Okay.
Everyone has a shot glass at home. They've
Most
gotten
definitely.
souvenirs
Great.
on trips and in hotels.
So one shot glass is about 1 ounce?
1.75 ounces.
Okay,
The average shot glass like this
Okay.
is 1.75 ounces. So
Okay.
it's a little under 2 ounces.
Okay, terrific.
So you'll do maybe 1.5.
So
okay?
where did you come up with this mango margarita as you're continuing to make it?
I came up with this just trying to figure out something different to do, okay? So we're gonna do a half an ounce of this one.
Okay, great.
Just trying
And
to
what
figure
was
out
that
something
that you
different.
just
This is
put in?
mango puree,
Okay,
You can use this for
great.
daiquiris and things as well. Also use a little bit of sweetened lime juice.
Okay.
Because everybody doesn't want the traditional margarita,
Yeah.
you know, that's just mixed with sour mix and lime, and they want something different. This is homemade mango jalapeno simple syrup.
Wow.
Yes.
Mango jalapeno.
Mango jalapeno.
Simple syrup.
Yes.
You know you're a true mixologist when you start making homemade stuff for the bar. I think customers really appreciate that added touch.
They do. That's all part of the mixology
Yes.
aspect of bartending, is mixing and making your own syrups. So we're just gonna strain it over fresh ice. I'm gonna take my little garnish here that I skewered some nice big old chunks of mango
Okay.
and a lime, and I'm gonna sprinkle a little of that tahini right on top.
Let me taste that. That looks delicious. That is delicious. I love that. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo to you as well.
Back to you in the studio.
Okay, and for more information on Beyond Happy Hour, visit the website on your screen. Well, before you head out to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, make sure you plan your sober ride home. The Washington Regional Alcohol Program is back with its Sober Ride program. Lyft app users in the region will be able to get a free ride at home up to $15. To access this deal, users will have to enter a code in the app's payment tab. The initiative will run today until 4 a.m. tomorrow, May 6th. To get the code, visit the website on your screen. And that's our news for tonight. I'm Byron Scott. We'll see you Monday. Good night.